Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give my review of Chapter 5 of the Book of Boba Fett, Return of the Mandalorian. In the opening of the episode, we see Din Djarin appear in a meat processing plant looking for a bounty, a Klatooinian by the name of Kaba Baez, because he owes money. He tells Baez that he will bring him in warm or bring him in cold. Then suddenly a fight breaks out between Kaba's bodyguards and Din with the Darksaber. During the fight, Din Djarin uses the Darksaber and fights the bodyguards, injuring himself with it in the process. During the fight, Din takes the head off Baez. Djarin walks out carrying Baez's head, on which looks like a ring world. He turns the head over, finding the information he was looking for, a passage down to the substrata. He turns on his helmet and sees symbols that have been painted on the wall, and makes his way down through the substrata where he finds the armorer and Paz Vizsla, who is played by Jon Favreau. Din hands the armorer the Darksaber. We then get a short history. Din asks about Bo-Katan Kryze, and the armorer warns him of her, using the history lesson of the Darksaber to explain the Night of a Thousand Tears, where we see a flashback which shows TIE bombers pounding the surface of Mandalore, as well as the dome of Mandalore exploding. He asks the armorer to make something for Grogu. She states Jedi to master the Force must forego all attachments. Din states this is the opposite of their creed, which is loyalty and solidarity are the way. The armorer makes something for Grogu which looks like could be Beskar chainmail. We then see the armorer and Din practice fighting with the Darksaber. Din is losing. He treats the Darksaber the same way Sabine did in Star Wars Rebels. Din fights against the blade instead of going with the blade. He wants to continue practicing, but Vizsla interjects. He wants the Darksaber as it is his right. During the Paz Vizsla manages to get the saber from Djarin, but once Din loses the saber, he wins easily. The armorer tells them enough, and asks both of them if they have ever removed their helmet. Djarin admits that he has, and the armorer tells him that he is no longer a Mandalorian. I'd like to know why she asked this, and what relevance it is to the story. He asks her how he can atone, and is told the only way is to bathe in the waters below the mines of Mandalore, which have conveniently been destroyed. I wonder will we see the mines of Mandalore in a future episode of The Mandalorian Season 3, hopefully later this year. He leaves the two Mandalorians and boards a Starliner ship bound for Tatooine. In the next scene we see Peli Motto appears. She's dealing with a Womp Rat problem, which Din helps her deal with. He's there because she told him she had a replacement for the Razor Crest. She takes him to a tarp-covered ship, which at first looks like a pod racer, but is actually an N1 starfighter from Naboo. Some maintenance occurs, and some Jawas appear and helps them get some more parts to put the fighter back together. Once they finish the ship, and Din takes her for a test ride through Beggar's Canyon and flies into space above Tatooine and flies past the Starliner which he had arrived on. Then the New Republic pulls him over. One of them asks if he had in the past flew a Razor Crest. Said it was seen on Navarro in an Imperial skirmish. The pilot asks if he'll answer a few questions, but then pushes one of the buttons and manages to get away at sublight speed. He returns to Moto, where he runs into Fennec Shand, who offers him a job and tells her it's on the house, but he has to pay a visit to a little friend first. This has been one of the best episodes by far of this season of the Book of Boba Fett. It felt like a premiere episode of Season 3 of The Mandalorian rather than the Book of Boba Fett. We finally get to see a bit of what happened to Mandalore during the Empire days and the fall of Mandalore. It was sad to see also that a few had survived during the battle on Navarro. I think it was in Season 1 of Mando, when they were helping Din and Grogu escape. Hopefully at some stage in future seasons we will see the Mandalorians finally come together with Din as their leader, but we will have to wait and see. Overall, I give this episode my highest rating so far of 10 out of 10, as it was a fantastic episode. Let me know what you think of it in the comments below. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and until the next time, may the force be with you.